What's up YouTube, it's Adam from I'm a Music Mogul, and welcome to part 5 of how to create a track in Logic Pro. In today's video, we will be recording the drums for verse number 1. But before we do that, I just want to let you know that, just to keep it in the back of your mind, that when you are creating a song, you want to create a story. You don't want to come out from the beginning, guns blazing, and all your sounds out, just to say, here listener, listen to everything I got in this song. You don't. You want to let your listener keep guessing what's going to happen. You want to keep them interested in your song, and you want them to keep listening. If you just give them everything from the beginning, they kind of lose interest and say, I already heard everything. But if you kind of create a little build up into your song from the verse to the chorus to the verse to the chorus number 2, they're going to want to keep listening to your song and repeat the song at the end of it. So let's go ahead and record our verse number 1 drums. It's going to be fairly simple drums. It's going to be a nice little build up into chorus number 1 and into the pre-chorus, and we're going to change up the drums in the pre-chorus, which will be in the next video. But for our verse number 1 chorus, like I said, nice little build up. Typically speaking, verses or the song structure, verse number 1 is usually about 8 bars in a pop urban track. So we're going to leave our 8 bars over here, create a new software instrument track, which I was while I was talking. And I'm going to create a drum machine, and I'm going to use the SP12 kit that Logic Pro comes bundled with. It's actually fairly good sound. So let me just hit play and see what we're going to do. Alright, so I'm just going to go ahead and record something like that, a pattern like this, just to kind of make a little nice build up into my pre-chorus. So I'm going to record that pattern. So my drums is a little bit off, so we're going to go ahead and quantize that by selecting our region, going to the quantize on the left and hitting 16th notes, 1/16. Alright, so we got that over there. I'm going to duplicate this drum track over here and just separate my kick from my snares because I want to add a delay on my snare. There's a couple ways to go about this. You can kind of separate by pitch by going MIDI, separate by pitch, and then dragging to the different tracks. But what I usually like to do, for me it works, I just copy the MIDI region to a new track, a duplicated track, and just delete the stuff that I don't want. So right here is my kicks, and the rest is my snares, which I'm going to leave on the same track for now. And always label your tracks, which I haven't been doing yet. So we're not really in the mixing phase yet, which we will get to in future videos. We're kind of just in the recording phase. So what I usually do is just throw on a quick delay just to get the juices flowing, and that's it. I'll drop that down a little bit. Alright, so that is our delay. Now what I want to do to both the kick and the snare is put in a high cut on, so we don't have all the frequencies hitting. And for me, when you kind of create a little high cut into a whole frequency pattern where we're going to hit our pre-chorus, it's a nice little build up and a nice little treat for our listeners to listen to. So I'm going to go ahead and on our kick drum over here, we'll add some EQ. Just gonna close the mixer so you don't get confused. On our kick drum over here, we're gonna open up our EQ. Actually, I don't want to use this EQ. I want to use a single band EQ. EQ, single band EQ, stereo. And we're gonna change this to high cut. I forgot to take out my snares over here. I think about 1,000 works. Let me put the same EQ on my snare drum. I'm going to go again to EQ, single band EQ, stereo, and we're going to change this to high cut. I think my delay is a little bit much. Let me see what this sounded like again. Go eighth again. I'm not really feeling this delay actually. I'm going to switch this delay up to a, let's go here, delay to a tape delay. Sorry guys, just wasn't really liking it. What's on this track here? So I quickly find a, this might work. Alright, so that's a lot better sounding to me. Sorry guys, sorry if I bored you a little bit there. I just wasn't feeling what I had. Next thing we're going to do is automate. Well, here we can listen to how it sounds like with our piano. So we're going to create a little build up here. And again, we're not in the mixing phase, but we are in the recording phase. So I just want to add some automation to the drums, just a simple volume automation. So we're going to start low and we're going to go to high on both tracks. So that's automation over there. Volume, make sure volume is set. Going to click that, drop that down. And here's a nice little build up to our pre-chorus. Again, subtlety goes a long way. You don't have to have the drums loud on everything. It could be quiet. It could be a nice little build up to your pre-chorus, which we will be looking at in our next video. So check back for that. I'll see you guys in the next video. Later, guys. Alright guys, before I actually end this video, I just want to go ahead and alter the chord progression on the last 4 bars of our verse number 1, just because when we come to the arrangement process, this chord progression is going to sound a little bit stale. So I'm just going to go ahead and just chop up over here. Just going to cut this out here. Cut the second half out, and we are going to re-record it. So here we go. Actually, I don't need to listen to the whole thing anymore. Let's just go ahead and record straight to the second bar. Alright, so there it is over there, simply recorded. Let's take a listen, see how that sounds. Alright, so it's a nice little breakdown before our pre-chorus. I'm just going to go ahead and quantize that. And that is it. Alright, so now I will see you guys in the next video where we talk about our pre-chorus and we're going to change up our drums for our pre-chorus. I'll see you guys in the next video. Later.